My name is Glenda Kyle, and I am from Round Rock, Texas. I was raised Baptist. I grew up in the church where I was in church every Sunday, every Wednesday, and in between. Salvation was always presented in my face, and when I was 9 years old, the Lord asked me to be His, and I said yes. And that was an exciting moment. I'll never forget that, because I couldn't wait to be baptized after that. It was like I wanted church the next day, you know, that day. So anyway, and I had a real heart for the Lord, but I really didn't know how to live for Him because I wasn't taught that. I learned knowledge. I did not learn relationship. And to me, there's a huge, huge difference there. And I grew up that way where the Lord would speak to me off and on, but I never thought about it being something that I could do on a daily basis or moment by moment, or hear from Him and be confident that I could follow Him and do what He says. And so I went many, many years going on the Word and knowing He was there and believing He was way up there and praying to Him instead of knowing that I knew He was in my heart, but not believing that He was that close and that I could really have a relationship with Him in a personal way, that personal way. Kenneth Copeland Ministry is amazing because I lived in the law. Law was, you do this, you don't do this, you don't do this, you do this, you don't do this. And to know that grace abounds and that I can be free and just be me and not have to think about it all because the Lord's there to guide me, that is just huge. That is just huge. 3 years ago, I came to my first convention, and I was so excited I didn't know what to do. So it was my first time, and I remember Kenneth Copeland up on stage saying that they had gone on Roku, and I'm going, what is Roku? I'd never heard of that, and I was just like, okay. And so I went home and I said, hon, we need to get on Roku because he's going to be on there 24/7 and we really need to be on there. So we've been on it for 2 years. So in those 2 years, man, since we're kind of semi-retired, we have flexibility in our schedule. So when we get up in the morning, we just go and sit and enjoy ourselves and have our coffee and just sit and watch the broadcasts. I've learned a great deal. I've come a long way in the last few years because I cherish that time in the mornings because I get fed. I really get fed, and that's huge. I am so grateful to the Copelands for this network. It has grown me so much, and my husband too. And it has grown us together in our spiritual growth. And I personally, if we didn't have them, I would not have the meat teaching that we have and the growth that we have in our lives. Oh, they're just precious. It's a precious ministry. It's just a different life. It's a different lifestyle. It's a different way to live, and it's so good. It's so good.